Hello, dear friends. In my previous video, we were discussing about types of comedies, and we have seen farce and comedy of humors as the types of comedy. It is a model number 6 of semester 2nd, BA part 3rd, optional English. Today, we are going to see sentimental comedy, which is one more part or type of English comedy. Sentimental comedy of the 18th century was actually a reaction against comedy of manners of the Restoration period. We have seen already what is comedy of manners. As its title indicates, the comedy of manners reflects custom, traditions, pattern of behavior, and manners of upper class society in the drama. So this sentimental comedy is actually a reaction against this comedy of manners. As you know, the Restoration period was between 1660 to 1700, and after that, immediately, the period of sentimental comedy started. From the beginning of 18th century to the middle of the 18th century, this is the period of sentimental comedy. This is the period of romanticism also. Generally, romanticism started in 1798 and ended with the end of William Wordsworth, 1835 around. So, the sentimental comedy, we find characters belonging to the middle class and possessing all sorts of human virtues who are made of suffer in their life and consequently period or sympathized by other what do not possess such virtues. So this sentimental comedy is generally a presentation of middle class people, their virtues, their good virtues and bad virtues, their life, the small incidences used to happen in their life. So all these are the topics of sentimental comedy. All sorts of human virtues are decorated or elaborated there in the sentimental comedy. The aim of the writers of sentimental comedies was to condemn human vices. Condemn human vices means disapproval bad things of human nature. This is the aim of the writers of the sentimental comedy. And flatter human virtues. Whatever the virtues are there with human beings, you should praise all these virtues of human beings was the aim of sentimental comedy writers. On the one hand, condemn bad things of human nature, and on the other hand, praise human virtues. So in this way, these comedies are more or less nothing but moral comedies. These comedies are generally considered as moral comedies. because moral lessons are given in such comedies. For example, Oliver Goldsmith's long poem Retaliation. If you see or if you read the poem, you will come to know what kind of a sentimental comedy characteristics are. Jeremy Collier, who was born in 1650 and died in 1726, protested against the permissiveness of comedy of manners, especially those of Congreve and Vanbrugh. William Congreve and Vanbrugh are the major writers of comedy of manners in the Restoration period. And Jeremy Collier, who is the sentimental comedy writer, who protested against, sharply criticized against the permissiveness of comedy of manners. The characteristics of comedy of manners were widely accepted at that time, and due to the bad notions, due to the lack of moral values in such comedies, and to restrict the society to follow comedy of manners, Jeremy Collier protested against comedy of manners and wrote his treatise entitled Treatise. He wrote, the name of his treatise is Short View of the Immortality and Profaneness of the English Stage. Comedy of manners was very famous at that time, but comedy of manners was full of vulgarity, sensuousness, sexuality, and immorality. These are some characteristics of comedy of manners. So he wrote a treatise, Jeremy Collier. Jeremy Collier wrote a treatise entitled, the name of his treatise is Short View of the Immortality and Profaneness of the English Stage. One result of this was the appearance of a new sentimental comedy. One result means whatever Jeremy Collier did, this is the impact that sentimental comedy aroused in the society. This form achieved some popularity with respectable middle class audience of the 18th century. It was but natural because middle class people did not like such vulgarity, immortality, or immorality in comedy of manners. So, middle class people supported sentimental comedy during that period. It showed virtue rewarded by domestic bliss. Its plots usually involved unbelievably good middle class couple and emphasized pathos rather than humor. There were some pathetic situations in middle class life also. These pathetic situations were painted in the sentimental comedy by various writers. Especially the life of middle class people, relationship of middle class people, couple with each other, and daily humdrum, including some up and downs in their lives, keenly and minutely elaborated in the sentimental comedy. And that's why middle class people naturally supported this sentimental comedy. Pioneered by Richard Steele in the Funeral. Funeral is Richard Steele's drama, published in 1710. As I have said, that it started in the beginning of 18th century. The drama was published in 1710, The Funeral by Richard Steele, and more fully in The Conscious Lovers, published in 1722 by Richard Steele. It flourished in the mid-century with the French commedia Larmoyonnette. Actually, this is the French word, but the meaning of this word is given here, tearful comedy in the bracket. And the comedy which compels audience to cry with laughing. And in such plays as Hugh Kelly's False Delicacy, you might have heard this name, False Delicacy, the drama published in 1768 and written by Hugh Kelly's. The pious moralizing of this tradition also involved an element of preaching, as a result of which the entertainment values of these plays was reduced. So, in general, we can say that some moral lessons were taught by sentimental comedians, the authors of or the writers of sentimental comedy. They tried to bring the society on a moral path with the help of sentimental comedy. And they strongly condemned against comedy of manners, which was the reflection of upper class people's illegal relations, immoral behavior, and much more. So this is the sentimental comedy, one of the types of comedy that will be helpful to you to understand sentimental comedy properly. I think so. We will see in my next lecture the last type of comedy, and that is tragicomedy. Thank you.